With Mary. I hope you're having a great day. I feel pretty good because I've been able to do my makeup and feel a little alive this week, even though my whole family has been sick. Today is the first day that both of my children are back in school. My husband is back at work. I feel like a new woman. I feel slightly like me again, and I get to go back to band practice tonight. So many good things going on. I would love it if you could do me a favor, put a hashtag hello lovely right down in the comments. I'm going to be sharing some tips and tricks on how to make the most out of your mascara, teaching you a little bit mascara shelf life and all that good stuff. I forgot to set my makeup, however, so let me start to do that, as I do have band practice tonight, so I want this makeup to be looking good. All right, so when it comes to mascara out of all of your makeup has the shortest shelf life. What that means is from the day that you open it, no matter where you buy it from, drugstore, superstore, makeup store, or the Minute with Mary store, the moment you open it and you use it, the countdown is on. So you could use it sparingly, like just on the weekends or special events, or you could use it every single day. It doesn't matter. You need to switch it out once every 3 months at least. It's a breeding ground for gross little things. I don't even want to get into it because you might be eating lunch, but just trust me, you want to switch out your mascara once a season. So if you have a mascara that you bought in the fall, it is time to get a new one. And I just love to do that. Like, you can think, okay, it's the first of the season, on the equinoxes, you could open up a new one. And if you do use your mascara more frequently, most likely you're opening a new one more like every 2 months. All right, so a couple of tips and tricks when it comes to my Twisted mascara. This is my favorite mascara for the everyday person. If you are someone who likes the really full dramatic look of falsies and lashes, you're gonna like the purple tube. This is my Minute with Mary 4D mascara. It has fibers built in. It really, really bumps up the volume. That is also my favorite when I wear glasses because it really has that volume to stand out behind my lenses. But if I'm looking just for like a mascara that I recommend for everybody, it will be my Twisted mascara because of its versatility. It has 2 wands. So the formula inside has biotin and keratin, which is going to help strengthen your lashes. It's like conditioner for your lashes. So that in and of itself is great. Like the product in the tube, chef's kiss. But here's what makes it special. It has 2 wands. So if you spin above the silver, you get a little itty bitty baby wand. This is great for the inner corners, the outer corners, the lower lashes, giving just like a nice feathery, soft, natural lash look with just a little bit of light coating. When you spin at the silver of the wand itself, it comes out with a really nice big chunky wand, usually what you're more used to when you apply mascara. So this will help build the volume, help with further separation. And it just gives you a bit more dynamic of a look. You can use these wands separately to create different looks. You can use them together to really get those little lashes and then to beef up the results. I personally love to use them both together, but if I'm doing more of a really natural look, I'll just use that little wand. Or if I'm in a really big, time crunch, I'll just use the big wand. But as I said, the product in and of itself is so high quality. It nourishes your lashes from the inside out. So if you've just been buying like cheap mascara, know that sometimes the ingredients in there are going to dry your lashes out. It's going to make them more brittle. And if you like the way your lashes look with mascara, this is a product that I do recommend that you invest a little bit more in. Kind of like how you invest a little bit more in your mattress, your shoes, your purse, like things that you use every single day versus just like a fun, like we drop so much money on like a fun dress that we wear one time, and yet we may not be paying attention to the shoes that we wear for every single one of our fancy events that year. Same thing with mascara. If mascara is something that you wear whenever you do your makeup, or even on days when you're just wearing mascara and you have your amazing skin showing, this is a product I'm telling you you're going to want to try. So here's how I like to apply my mascara, and this tip and trick can be useful for you no matter which mascara you use. When you use a mascara, I recommend first and foremost, if you do your lower lashes, do them first, because when you do your upper lashes, they're wet, and then if you do your lower lashes and you're like looking up to apply the product, you're going to get it all over the place. So let's kick this party off. Oh, one quick thing. Eyelashes can have cowlicks just like your hair can have a cowlick. So if you, no matter what mascara you use, no matter what wands you're using, you're just noticing that some lashes get a little clumpy and a little crazy, it may be a cowlick. Here's a fun tip how to break that. If you use your eyelash curler, this can be like an extra tip for you. You don't have to do this, but this helps me recognize where my cowlick is. So I just get right kind of like to the base of my lashes, do a couple of little pumps, and then I take a spoolie. You can even use a clean mascara wand, and I comb through to try to kind of like set them as to where I want them to be. So there's nothing on my lashes right now, but what I'm doing is kind of combing out any of the snarls and letting them be and lay the way that I want to, because right over here is where I have my eyelash cowlick. Crazy. All right, so as I was saying, no matter what mascara you use, if you do apply mascara to the upper and lower lashes, I personally recommend that you apply your lower lash first. This is going to make sure that you have less little oopsies and messes on your upper lid. For me, I love to use the twisted mascara wand that is small to grab those little lower lashes. And this is a funny question. When applying your mascara, do you use the same hand? Do you apply it from the same direction? Like when I do my lower lashes on my left eye, I do this. I come from around and just tackle it this way. Hi, Kathleen, how are you? So that is how I apply the mascara on my lower lashes. I do it first. This way, when I do my upper lashes, like the lower lashes won't make a mess. But if I was doing an opposite order, I could potentially make a mess if I did my upper lashes first, then my lower lashes. Then, here's an additional step. But this, once again, for those of you who love having your lashes look fabulous, lash primer is going to be a game changer for you. It's like the push-up bra for your mascara. It's going to up the results, but it also is a deep conditioning treatment. So if you wear mascara, if you love your lashes, we want to treat it as well as you treat the hairs on your little head. I was about to say your little chinny chin chin. Hopefully you don't have too many of those on your little chinny chin chin. But if you condition your hair and you take care of your hair, you want to be doing the same for your eyelashes. So my lash primer goes underneath my mascara right before application. I don't let it really dry. Then I'll go in. Now, the little wand, the twisted, I can get it right to the base of my lash, right where it meets my eyelid. And this is a tip you can do with any mascara, but I will say the twisted mascara, having such a tiny wand option, really allows me to get right to the base, and it deposits the product right at the base of the lashes. Plus, it almost gives me a look of eyeliner. And then I go and I do the backs of the lashes. That's going to help the fullness of it. So I could just use the little wand and that would give me like feathery, soft, fluttery lashes. But as I said, I like to use a combination. So now I'm going to spin right at the second wand, which is at the silver area. And now I'm going to go through, and I just find the comb on this one to be really hearty, and it helps separate but also curl the lashes. So this is the one that gives me kind of the curl. And whether or not I were to use an eyelash curler, my lashes stay curled with this mascara. The product in and of itself, not only is it going to be conditioning the lashes and really helping them be long and strong, but it has inside of it is flexible polymers, meaning that the lashes can stay curled and they won't fall down from the weight of the mascara. So this is one coat of the twisted mascara using both the little and big wand, but you can see that this one has a bit more volume. And if you are someone who you like the way that it looks, you like the way that it looks nice and full at the bottom, but you want to kind of amp up the volume, what you're going to do is you're going to take your wand and kind of pounce it on the front and back of your lashes. And this is going to deposit more product right at the areas where you want it. Too often I see people who like want more volume and they coat their entire lash, and that just kind of gets things a little chunky and not where you need it. You don't necessarily need all that volume. Once you apply a little bit of it at the base of your lashes, it's good. What you really should be caring about is the tips of your lashes to help them look longer and thicker up there. The base of your lashes, they are strong and healthy, baby, just like your hair. I mean, think about it. You have so much hair up here, and then over time, like, this is what breaks. This is where it gets thin. So apply that extra mascara more on the outer, the like last half of your lash. And this is where, once again, if you have those cowlicks, you can use this wand to really kind of like comb them into the direction that you want to break up the cowlick action. You are in charge. You're in charge of the placement of those lashes. So those are my tips and tricks when it comes to twisted mascara. Utilize those two wands. It really gives you the versatility of having either a feathery, soft, natural lash look with the little wand, or you can have a more voluminous look if you spin by here and you get the big wand. I personally love to use them both together. I just think it's great. This is my favorite mascara to gift people just because it is so versatile. I rarely, like, I'm trying to think, like, I don't think I've had anybody be like, I do not like Twisted. Twisted is just, it is chef's kiss. So, so, so good. You do want to change your mascara wherever you get it from once every 3 months, if at the least. So that means if you bought a mascara in the fall, it is time for you to get a new mascara. And here is why. And this is whether it's from the drugstore, the makeup counter, Minute with Mary, wherever you got your last mascara from the moment that you opened it, the timer is ticking. Because you took it out and it's exposed to air and all the goodness that's in our air, but you also put it near your eye. And there are some little weird goobers that hang out around our eye that we don't want to talk about, but at a microscopic level, they're there. And you apply it, and then it becomes a breeding ground in here because it's nice and dark and squishy and lovely. So this product, this tool, is touching you frequently. When you're talking about other foundations or other makeup products, you're not necessarily like putting the product on your face and then closing it in a dark space. So that's why your other makeup products last so much longer than your mascara. You know, on your lips, it's a little bit different because the bacteria that's on your lips is different than your eyes. So I'm telling you, you want to keep an eye on how long this has been open. And this is especially important for those of you who use makeup less frequently, because those of us that wear mascara every single day, we know when it's time to get a new mascara because there's enough in here for 3 months max at that, depending upon how many coats you use. So if you go through mascara frequently, you know you're changing it out probably once every 2 months just because that's the speed of which you need to do it. But for the people who are, oh, hi Kristen, thank you so much, you're so sweet. For those of you who use it only for special occasions, date nights, you know, on the weekends, I'm here to tell you, do not just use one tube all year. A, it's gonna dry out and be gross, but also it's just not healthy for you. You could potentially be getting some weird things going on in your eyes. So once a season, for my makeup minimalists, switch it out. Switch it out on the equinox, you know? Like, ooh, it's officially spring. That reminds me I need to order new mascara. I'm telling you, it's going to be a huge game changer for the health of your lashes, for the health of your eyes. Plus, you're going to see great results. You don't want to open this tube and then use it 9 months later because it would have already been opened and it would have started to dry out. When your mascara does start to dry out, there's a couple of things that I want to let you know about. First off, it probably means it's time to get a new one. Second of all, it could just mean that you're starting to run low on the product. So as you take the product out, swirl it around the bottle itself and slowly kind of spin it out here. All too often I've seen people who like pump the tube. That's just pushing more air inside. That's just drying it out quicker. So you definitely don't want to be like pumping your mascara wand. I'll pretend here. I'll like do it like this. Like you've seen people do this. The other thing I've seen people do is then scrape off excess on the edges. That's just going to deposit a whole bunch of mascara that's going to dry out really quickly. And the next time you take your wand out, what do you think's all over it? The dry, gross mascara that you scraped off the last time. If you have too much on, one option is to put it back in and then gently swirl it as it's leaving. That's going to really make sure that any product that is excess gets scraped off inside the tube. If it comes out, you can see this one has a little hat. That's what I like to call it, like a little hat. You can potentially still use that little blob right there, right? Like you could potentially still make use of that. But if you're afraid that you're going to make a big old mess because it has a little top hat on it, take a tissue and just blot that little piece off. Do not scrape it on the outside of your tube because I'm promising you it's just going to cause like clumpy dry mascara for future uses. So if you're someone who's like, I'm going to use every single last drop, then do it. Challenge yourself. Say, I'm going to work with that and I'm going to see what I can do. Or just put it back in and then slowly take it out. Often we get too much on our mascara wand because we took it out too quickly. There's like a little suction when you pull it. So let that suction do its job and pull off the extra product so you don't have a little top hat. See, now I don't have it and I didn't waste the product. So those are some tips for you. As I said, no matter where you get your mascara from, you can use a bunch of these tips and tricks. But if you haven't yet tried one of my mascaras at minutewithmary.com, this is your chance to do it. I want you to try it out. I do have a 14-day love-it guarantee on every single one of my products. This month in January, I do have a special on all things skincare. So if you wanted to try skincare mask, if you wanted to try some self-tanning, if you wanted to do an eye cream, all those kind of things, those are already discounted. But all year long, all of my products do come with this Love It guarantee. For the 14 days after you receive your gift, not even from the day you order it, from the day that you receive your item, I want you to try it out. I want you to try it out in different ways, ask me questions. If you do not 100% love it within those 14 days, you get all your money back, no questions asked. No questions asked. If, however, you forget or you want to try it a few more times, if you do not love a product of mine, whether it's collagen, skincare, makeup, whatever, within 90 days, which in and of itself is a season, you get all your product credit back. So you could try a different product, you could try, a tool, you could try a different mascara. So, because I know for me, like, I frequently lose track of like the timeline of when I'm allowed to return things. So I always like to let people know, because you work so hard for your money, that I want to make sure that you love every single thing that you get at minutewithmary.com. So thank you so much for tuning into this Minute with Mary. I hope that you have a great day. Stay tuned for more tips and tricks. As I said, skincare is on sale on my site, so you're going to be seeing a bunch of skincare tips as well. If you are not on my email list, I am going to be emailing some of my favorite tricks, so you can go to minutewithmary.com. There's going to be a beautiful little pop-up that Blake created that pops up on the site, and you can enter your email in there. And from there, you'll start getting my weekly emails to share with you some of my favorite tips. I hope that you have a great day. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate whatsoever to reach out, and I will talk with you on the next Minute.